Okay, now I'm going to go over a demonstration and show you how to set this up for a particular job. In this case, I'm going to set it up for line guide. So I'm simply going to put my sample in the viewing area of the sensor. As you can see from the display, it's picking up my different color changes, or my different line colors. So here we have a yellow, red, and a green line. So I'm going to set it up for the red line. First, you have to make sure that the controller is in manual. You cannot do a setup in automatic or servo center. You have a couple of different boards that flash. Red means it's in run mode and it lost the contrast. In which case, if the sample ever tears off or goes completely out of the viewing range of the sensor, it activates an interlock that'll keep that frame, keep the guide from moving until that web is back into range. So first I want to select line guiding as indicated here. Okay, blue always represents setup mode. In this case it'll pre-select the closest line it sees. In this case it's the yellow, but I want to go over to the red. Now right now the red line is not in the viewing area as indicated by these borders. However, right now the cursor that is flashing red is selected, which basically means I can move that either left or right. So now I can simply move it over to the red line, and now I'm on my red line. So I just simply want to press enter. Now I'm actually guiding off that red line. Pre-select auto as indicated on the bottom here, and then press enter. As you can see now from the guide, it's reacting to that red line. I'm going to put it back in manual to set it up for a contrast job. For contrast, you want to select this button here. Again, we're flashing indicating we're in setup mode. Here you can see it pre-selected a contrast. Again, I can move this over to select a different edge if I wanted to. So in this case, I'll go over to the red or yellow line. So let me press enter. And now we're guiding off that edge. I'm assuming to take that out. So as you can see now, the web is no longer there. Interlock is active, keeping that frame from moving. But once I put this back into range, commences guiding again. You can also use the left and right arrow key to adjust the guiding point. As you can see from the display, again, you can adjust the left or right, either direction. Back to the original. You have two indicators on this CLS to tell you where the center point is. You have the dashes on display here, represents the center of the laser. You also have a laser indication as well. You just want to make sure that you don't look directly into that laser. So if we go over to the controller here, here you have your key to represent your CLS 600. Here you have your indication of what contrast level it's seeing. Right now, since there's nothing there, it's showing an exclamation mark, but if I put my sample back in there, you can actually see you have an actual percentage now. Also, the 500 Plus automatically recognizes the CLS 600, so there's no separate setup or initial setup you have to do. So to sum up, that's the basic setup of this system. As you can see, it's very easy and not complicated at all. It's set up for the customer, which I think that will make them enjoy and use this product quite usefully.